And once again, back from my hiatus and learning other games and taking a short break, it's back to the projects, 2017 Deadball League, which hopefully will get wrapped up in 2017. I'm going to try to commit a little more time to this, not so much to the Joe Necro replay, but try to get through this and hopefully have it done by the holidays. So this game is going, this doubleheader, I'm going to find the 1911 Philadelphia Athletics 4-2 traveling to Detroit to take on the 1909 Detroit Tigers 3-1. And in all likelihood, the winner of this series is probably going to come out with the top spot in the league. But let's get to the action, guys. We've got Eddie Collins, leadoff, second baseman for the A's. Rolls a 5-8. Split says it's a single. So the professor is on. Frank home run candlestick maker Baker. Chris, Ken, how is it going? How is it going this evening? Good to see you. I hope all is well with your family. As well as it can be. It's good to see you on tonight. I hope you enjoy the game, man. See if we can't blast through this a little bit. 1-7. Looks like home run Baker's got a two-star double, which will knock Eddie Collins around to third base. Out. A's have some business. Stuffy McInnes, first baseman. 2 men in scoring position. That's a 5-10 and misses that awesome split off Ed Summers' card, starting pitch for the Tigers, but it is a double. That's going to clear the bases in Athletics. Right from the word jump. Put 2 on the board. No outs. Making Ed Summers' evening a little bit on the rocky side. Rube Oldring. Center fielder, 2-5. Ruby. Hard grounder to short. That's going to, they check McInnes. Donnie Bush does. Keep him at second, so Rube is out with a grounder to short. That's one away. And I think I'm going to go back to the old way I used to do this. I saw a stream, baseball demos Dave did, but definitely going to be much better for me, I think, having the cards like so. So that's how we're going to do it. That goes there. Sorry about that. Okay. Don't go messing with the way it works. Danny Murphy, right fielder. 1 out. 2-7. And that's going to be ground ball to third. B. Runners hold, so they check McInnes again. No problem for Moriarty. He gets it over to first baseman Tom Jones. So that's going to bring up 2 outs. Briss Lord, bottom, top of the first, 2-4. Pops it up to shortstop. Donnie Bush underneath it and makes the catch, and that's going to be the end of the first inning for the Athletics. Ed Summers gives up 2 runs. We go to the bottom of the first. All right. Been a while since I've done baseball. It's been about 3 weeks, so I'm just getting my baseball legs back. Jack Toombs starting on the mound for the A's. Donnie Bush, shortstop, leading off. 1-11 hard grounder hit to Jones. Sorry. Hit to Stuffy McInnes. And we'll call that a 3-4 for out number 1. Sam Crawford, center fielder. 1-4, pops it up behind second base. Easy play for Eddie Collins, the college boy. Smartest man in the league. 2 down. Here comes Ty Cobb. 3-6, double. Cobb gets a double off Coombs. He's on second. And he's really thinking hard about going for third. With 2 outs, I don't think they're going to risk it. Not going to third. They've got his ego in check. Moriarty, third baseman, 4-3, and he goes down swinging at the knee cheese. Nothing doing for the Tigers. Oh. 2-0 Philadelphia. We go to the top of the second. Jack Berry. And it's a 3-8. That's a single. lead off the second inning. And those rascally Athletics are at it again. Ed Summers on the mound for the Tigers. Here's the pitch to Ira Thomas, catcher, eighth in the order, 2-11. Hard grounder hit to shortstop. Bush gets it to Delahanty, over to Jones. They double up on Barry. 6-4-3. That's going to bring pitcher Jack Coombs to the plate. Summers 2 out. Here's the pitch to his rival, 4-5 off Summers' own card. Hard grounder hit to second. Delahanty over to Jones. That's out number 3. 4-3 in the old scorebook. So we go to the bottom of the second. Jack Coombs back on the hill for the Athletics. Tom Jones, first baseman, leading off. 6-7. That's a strikeout for Coombs. Strikeout number 2. Jones goes down, looking at a breaking ball outside of the zone. Oscar Stanage, catcher, 1 away. Bottom of the second. 2-run lead for the Athletics, and that is a single for Stanage, a 1-out single. That'll bring up Matty McIntyre, a left fielder. And McIntyre is going to lay down the bunt. 3. That's a really good bunt. He beats it out. So infield base hit for McIntyre. Gets Stanage to second, 1 out, 2 men on. Brings up second baseman Jim Delahanty. Delahanty is going to do the hit and run. Rolls a 4. Another nice result. Single. Runners advance 2 bases. And that will be an RBI for Delahanty. Tigers get 1 on the board. Men at first and third. That's going to bring up Ed Summers, pitcher, 1 out. 1-8 goes down swinging. That's 2 away. Third strikeout for Coombs. Donnie Bush, shortstop, leadoff batter, 2 outs. Here we go. Jack Coombs looking to clamp this inning down. 1-7. Gives up the single, the RBI single to Bush. Scores Matty McIntyre. Delahanty is now 1-16 with 2 outs. He's getting sent to third, and he's going to be in safely. So men at the corners, 2 outs. And the Tigers tie it up here in the bottom of the second. Here comes Sam Crawford, center fielder. 3-6. Fly ball to right field ends it. But the Tigers, they catch back up. 2-2. We go to the top of the third. Eddie Collins, leadoff batter, back to the top of the order for the Athletics. 2-9, draws a walk, gets the free pass. He is on base. He is a double-A stealer. Stanage is going to hold him. That's going to take 2 off his rating. 115. He's going for second, and he's making it. Eddie Collins with the theft. Home run maker, Candlestick Baker, home run Baker. He's got a man on second. He's swinging 4-7 off Summers' card. That's a strikeout for Ed Summers. So that is 1 away. Athletics, first baseman Stuffy McInnes is up. Collins on second, 2-5. Flies it long to center field. Crawford's back underneath it. He makes the catch. So with 2 outs, Eddie Collins still on second base. Ruby. 4-5. Hard grounder hit to second. Delahanty gets it over to Jones, out number 3. Nothing going for the Athletics in the top of the third. We go to the bottom of the bracket. Jack Coombs still on the hill for the Athletics. Ty Cobb is going to lead the inning off. Doubled his last time up. 3-4. And it's a long fly ball. Back goes Briss Lord over the left field fence. Home run. Ty Cobb knocks it out of the park. Ty Cobb and the Tigers have a lead. Solo shot leading off bottom of the third inning. Ty Cobb takes it long. Brings us to third baseman George Moriarty. Coombs surrendering the go-ahead run to the Tigers at this point. Fly ball to center field. That's going to be an easy play for Rube Oldring, so that's one away. Tom Jones, no problem. Take time, Ken. I'll be here. 4-8. Single for Tom Jones. 1 out single. Man on first. Cobb already scored on a solo shot. Oscar Stanage catcher. 5-5. Pops it up behind second base. Easy play for Eddie Collins. So that is 2 away, which will bring us to Matty McIntyre. Facing Jack Coombs, 2-6. Goes down swinging. Coombs' 4th strikeout of the game. And that's going to end the side for the Tigers, but they do take the lead on Ty Cobb's solo home run, 3-2. Your score, we go to the top of the 4th. Ed Summers back on the hill for the Tigers facing Danny Murphy. Athletics want to get some runs back here. Make sure we can see everything all right. Murphy with the pitch from Summers, 5-6. Fly ball to right field. Cobb is underneath it. He makes that catch easily. 1 away. Just trying to make sure we got this right. We'll do it that way. That way I know it's in there. Briss Lord, left fielder, 2-3. Hard chopper hit to Moriarty at third. Gets it over to Jones for out number 2. Oh, and I dropped the next batter on the floor. I hope I can pick him up without having to uproot myself here. Oh, fat people don't fold in half too easily. Come here. Where have you gone, Mr. Barry? I'm on the floor. Pick me up. Jack Barry, shortstop, 2 outs. Top of the 4th, 4-6. Off Summers' card, fly ball to center field. Back goes Sam Crawford, makes that catch. That is 3 away. Go to the bottom of the 4th. Tigers looking to increase their lead. Second baseman Jim Delahanty, 8th in the order, is going to be leading off the inning. Jack Coombs on the mound for the Athletics. 1-11. Hard liner hit to second. Collins mitts that. That is 1 away. Ed Summers at the plate. 2-5. And Summers goes down swinging his second time. 2 away. Donnie Bush, shortstop, leadoff batter, back to the top of the order. 5-8. Fly ball to right. Back goes Danny Murphy. Gets underneath it. He makes the catch. And that's going to be 1-2-3 on the Tigers. No score in the 4th inning. We go to the top of the 5th. Your score: Detroit Tigers 3, Philadelphia Athletics 2. Summers is on the hill for the Tigers, and now I drop the white die. Where did you go? That's not good. I don't even see it. Oh, no. Oh, there you are. Reroll. Ira Thomas leading off. 1-10. And pops it up behind third. Easy play for Moriarty. Gets behind it. That is 1 away. Jack Coombs at the plate, 3-9. And he ekes out a single. So Coombs is on first. Going to bring up Eddie Collins. Eddie Collins, 365 batter. Yeah, he's going to swing away. 6-5 off Summers' card. Line out to second base. Good snag by Jim Delahanty. That's going to be 2 away. Brings up Frank, home run. Candlestick Baker. 1-4, 2-star single. That's going to get Coombs up to third. Men at the corners, 2 outs. A's poised to tie the ball game back up again. Stuffy McKinnis, first baseman. Here's a pitch from Ed Summers, 6-10. That's a single, and that is a tie ball game. Baker's a 118 now with 2 outs. He's running. He makes it to third. Men at the corners once again. And Summers needs to get out of a jam. Rube Oldring. You would like to think that Ruby's going to come through. 2-9. Fly ball to center field, but he does not. Crawford gets underneath that, makes the easy catch. However, the Athletics do tie it up. Score is knotted at 3. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. And Jack Coombs back on the hill. Sam Crawford, center fielder, just made that great catch in center on Rube's hit. 3-8 and a single to lead off the bottom of the 5th. That's going to bring us to Maddie McIntyre. I got the cards out of order. What did I do? You need to go down here. Ty Cobb. Ty Cobb, man on first. They're going to hold Crawford. So Thomas, that will make him a -3 on his running. Did I do that right? I think I did. I know I did. Yeah, okay, -3. So that is a 1-2. Well, it's an A. So 1-12. Now, Ty Cobb, he's swinging. 3, 9, and a 2-star single. So that kind of like takes it out right there. Crawford to third. Just like that. Tigers ready to take the lead back. Jack Coombs. Thinking infield in. Infield is in for the Athletics. No outs. Men at the corners. George Moriarty. And Ty Cobb is going to steal second. And Ty Cobb is going to steal second. Oh. Is that a possibility for a throwing error in basic? I don't remember if that's in basic. I'll double check and make sure. You said it's been a while since I've done my baseball. Da-de-da. Double A, double steal for added realism. Runner being held. Stealer on first, 115, 112. Base chances increases. No, that doesn't look like that is for basic. Only advanced on up. So, Cobb steals second. George Moriarty. 2 men in scoring position. Infield is in. 3-11 and draws a walk to load the bases. Bases loaded, no outs. Bottom of the 5th. Tie ball game at 3. Tom Jones, first baseman. Infield's in. 3-11. Ground ball to the pitcher. B. Batter is safe. Runner on third is out. So that's going to be a 1-2. Fielder's choice. Bases loaded, 1 away. Infield is no longer in. Oscar Stanage facing Coombs. 4, 8. And that's a single for Stanage. At least 1 run batted in. Cobb scores. Moriarty's a 116. They're waving him home. 17, he's thrown out at the plate. Wow, there's a 9 there. We'll say it's a 9-2. Throw out. That's okay. 1 run scores. Tigers, they have a 1-run lead. 4-3. 2 outs. Bottom of the 5th. Maddie McIntyre, men at first and second. Jack Coombs, 2-9. Fly ball hits the center field and looks like Rube Oldring is underneath it. Makes that catch. The Tigers get a run back in the bottom of the frame. So we go to the top of the 6th inning. Danny Murphy at the plate, right fielder, 5th in the order. Ed Summers on the hill. Here's the pitch, 3-6, strikeout of Murphy, 1 away. Chris Lord, left fielder, 1-6. That's a 1-out single for Lord on first. He is a 114. He's a B stealer. No, but I do believe Barry is just going to swing away. Let's see what happens. 6-2. Hard ground ball hit back to the box. It's like Summers is able to make it to second to Delahanty to get lured. And Barry makes it to first on the fielder's choice. 2 outs, man on first. Ira Thomas catcher. Facing Ed Summers, 3-10. Pops it up behind short. Bush gets underneath it. He makes that catch, and nothing doing for Philadelphia. You go to the bottom of the 6th. Tigers are up 4-3. Coombs back on the mound for the Athletics. Not having a horrible game, but he is the losing pitcher at this moment. 6-7. Jim Delahanty, 8th in the order, draws a walk to lead things off in the bottom of the 6th inning. Next up, Ed Summers, and Ed Summers is going to lay this down for a bunt. 6. And it looks like Summers is thrown out by Baker. Got the job done. Delahanty gets the second. So 5-3. Sack. 1 out. Man in scoring position. Donnie Bush, shortstop. Top of the order. His 4th time up. 1 for 3 so far today with an RBI single. 1-3. Hard grounder hit to McInnes at first. McInnes is able to check Delahanty at second and gets it to Collins covering on the play. So that is 2 outs. Bottom of the 6th. It's going to bring up Sam Crawford. Delahanty on second. Here's the pitch from Coombs. 4-8. And that is a single for Crawford. His second base hit of the game. Delahanty's to third. He's a 116. They're waving him home, and he scores, and the Tigers go up by 2. RBI single for Sam Crawford. 2 outs. Bottom of the 6th. Brings us to Ty Cobb. He's got a homer. He's got a single. He's got a double. Could hit the cycle. Jack Coombs is going to pitch to him. 2-6. Fly ball to right field. Back goes Danny Murphy. He's underneath it. He makes the catch. But the Tigers do get another run. 5-3. We go to the top of the 7th inning. Athletics, they've got a little bit of meat left on the bone here. They need to get some work done. And how? Summers back on the hill for the Tigers. Facing Coombs, no pitch. Do you take Coombs off the mound? He's not pitching horribly, but you kind of really need to make something happen quickly. What do you do? What do you do? What do you do? What do you do? You pinch hit for Coombs. Catcher Jack Lapp is going to come in. Coombs being pinch hit for top of the 7th. So he's got 6 innings of work. Lapp is going to pinch hit. He is a 110 C-stealer. All right, here we go. Top of the 7th. Jack Lapp, 3-8, and he gets a single. Would have been, well, yeah, would have been a single either way, but still went with the safe one with the 353 batting catcher sitting on the bench. Eddie Collins, man on first. Eddie Collins is going to swing away. Yes, it's good so far there, Ken. It really is. 2-4, hard ground ball hit to first, and looks like Jones is going to get it ahead to Bush to get Lapp at second. Collins gets on with fielder's choice. That is one away. They're going to hold Collins. Takes him to a 1-14, 1-13 because he's rated 1-15 rather. Collins going for second. Collins is thrown out. We'll call that a 2-4X. Collins is thrown out, 2 outs. Athletics trying to make something happen. Stuffy McInnes, first baseman. 2-7 hard grounder hit to Moriarty, a third over to Tom Jones. That's out number 3, retires the side in kind of a roundabout sort of way. It's going to bring us to the bottom of the 7th inning. At the old ball game, Coombs is coming out. And they're going to bring in Ed Ruhlbach in relief. Let's see. It's been a while. How do I do this? I forget. Oh, that's right. Right there. I had to remember how I mark a new pitcher. Been a while. All right, here we go. Bottom of the 7th. Moriarty. Tigers looking to just win the game at this point, and Moriarty leads off with a double. Well, that's one good way to do it. Extra base hits. Tom Jones, first baseman. Ruhlbach looking to not follow the way of Coombs. Needs to clamp this down in a hurry. Issues a walk to Jones. 2 men on. Catcher Oscar Stanage. 6-7. And he draws a walk. Bases are loaded. Ruhlbach not being liked all that much at the moment. Matty McIntyre, 7th in the order. 244 batter. Infield is in. Oh, what do you do? What do you do? What do you do? Infield's in. 4-8. Ground ball to short. So let's see. Barry is a 2 with a 2. And that's a single. 1 base single. RBI single for McIntyre. That's going to score Larry Moriarty, 6-3 Tigers. Bases loaded again. No outs again. Jim Delahanty. Infield's in. 3-10. Pops up to second base. Easy play by Eddie Collins. That's 1 away. Very beneficial occurrence there for the Philadelphia Athletics. That's going to bring up Ed Summers. Ed Summers is going to lay down the sacrifice with a 3. Batter beat, no, with a squeeze play. Batter beats out the bunt. Ed Summers. Infield RBI, sacrifice bunt. That wasn't a sacrifice. Tigers get another run. Hey, Mike, how's it going? Good to see you in the chat there this evening, sir. Glad you could make it. We got a doubleheader going. Score right now, 1909 Detroit Tigers are up over the 1911 Philadelphia Athletics 7-3, looking to increase their 3-1 win-loss record in the Deadball League here. We have 1 out, bottom of the 7th. Bases loaded. Ed Summers just laid down a squeeze bunt and beat it out. And Tom Jones, first baseman, was able to make it home. Goodness, Donnie Bush, 1 out. Ruhlbach on the mound. 3-8. Issues a walk. Walks across, another run. RBI at bat for Donnie Bush. Sam Crawford, what do you do? And you take Ruhlbach out. He is sucking wind out there. He is done. You take Ruhlbach out. No, he's completely ineffective in this appearance. Let's bring in Cy Morgan. Oh, my goodness, that's horrible. Morgan is coming in. 1 out, bottom of the 7th. Tigers have scored 3, so it's 8-3. Sam Crawford, center fielder, 2nd in the order, facing Cy Morgan. 6-9 single. Boom. That's going to score Maddie McIntyre. Ed Summers is going to be held at third. 1 out. Ty Cobb. Bases loaded. Cy Morgan. 5-9 fly ball to center field. Back goes Rube Oldring, makes the catch. It was hit pretty deep. Looks like Summers is going to tag up and he is going to score. So that is the sack and the RBI. So this will be a continuation of the 7th, 8th. They have gone through the order. We come back to the leadoff batter of the inning, 2 outs, men at first and second, and George Moriarty, his second at-bat in the inning. 5 runs plated in the bottom of the 7th by the Tigers, who already had a 2-run lead. 1-6 from Moriarty, pops it up behind short. Barry gets underneath it, and he is determined. He gets there. He makes that catch. No way that was going to hit the ground. So there we go. After 7 innings, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Your score is 10-3 Detroit. Rube Oldring leading things off. Nope, Stuffy McInnis is leading things off. Misplaced a player. Where are you, Stuffy? There you are. I might have had them off in the last inning. I'm not sure. Stuffy McInnis. 4-8, and he leads off with a single off Ed Summers. Top of the 8th inning. That's right, leading down there. Rube Oldring now, center fielder. Jerry, it is good to be back doing some baseball. Welcome to the chat room. It's good to see you here this evening. First game of a dead ball doubleheader, and the 3-1 Detroit Tigers of 1909 are over the 1911 Philadelphia Athletics, who are 4-2 at the moment, by a score of 10-3. Ty Cobb solo home run. He's missing chances to hit for the cycle. Of course, the way the Tigers are going, he may come around and bat again in the 8th. 5 runs plated by the Tigers in the bottom of the 7th. 1 out. No out. Stuffy McInnis leadoff single against Ed Summers, the starting pitcher for the Tigers. Rube Oldring. 2-6 hard grounder hit to short. Donnie Bush gets it to Jim Delahanty over to Jones. They double up on McInnis. 2 down. Rube, you're killing me here, man. Come on, Ruby. Danny Murphy, right fielder, 2 outs, 4-5. Grounder to second base. Easy play for Delahanty over to Jones. That is out number 3. We go to the bottom of the 8th, and the Tigers harboring a 7-run lead. Cy Morgan still on the mound for the Athletics. Tom Jones, first baseman. 6-9 and leads off with a single. Cy Morgan, he got the Athletics out of any more runs, but in the bottom of the 7th, leads off with a single. Oscar Stanage, catcher, man on first. The Tigers can play conservatively at this point. 2-9, except when they're hitting 2-star singles and they've got men at the corners with no outs. Oscar Stanage hits one in front of Danny Murphy. Gets Tom Jones over to third. Men at first and third, no outs. Bottom of the 8th, Maddie McIntyre, left fielder, 7th in the order. 2-9, fly ball to center field. Back goes Rube Oldring, back close to the wall. He makes the catch deep enough that Tom Jones is going to take off, and the Tigers are going to score yet another run, 11-3. Maddie McIntyre with the sacrifice fly, 1 out. Jim Delahanty, man on first. Cy Morgan on the hill for the Athletics, 2-7. And that's a single for Delahanty. Going to move Stanage to second. All right, here we go. I think they're going to get him in the second game, Jerry. I really don't think they've got what it's going to take to get him here. 1 out, men at first and second. And that's Ed Summers at the plate facing Cy Morgan, 2-5. And that's a strikeout for Morgan. So that is 2 outs. We go to Donnie Bush, shortstop, leadoff batter, men at first and second. Morgan's pitch, 1-8, and that is a double, a 2-star double. That is going to score Stanage. RBI for Bush. Another run for the Tigers, and send Delahanty to third, 2 outs. That's going to bring us to second in the order, center fielder Sam Crawford. Cy Morgan is giving up 2. That's a 5-7, and Crawford goes down swinging. So that's the end of 8. And your score is now, I believe, nothing there, nothing there. 2 more. 10, that's 9, 10, 11, 12-3, Detroit. So it is definitely do or die time for the Athletics. I got a long way to go. Chris Lord, left fielder, 6th in the order, 6-10. Ed Summers on the hill to see this thing through, and Lord comes up with a single, his second base hit of the game. Jack Berry, shortstop. They're looking to just clobber the ball if they can. Catcher's card X, so that's going to be Stanage as a 3 with an 8. Passed ball. So Stanage with the passed ball, followed by a foul out. So Lord is on second base, 1 away. Catcher Ira Thomas. 3-6, long fly ball to left field. Matty McIntyre is back, gets underneath it, makes the catch. That is 2 away. And they are going to pinch hit for Cy Morgan. Just in case it comes up, we'll mark that there. Morgan did 1 1/3 inning worth of, not the greatest work, unfortunately. Not Summers, no, Morgan. So we'll take him off of there. Who's going to pinch hit for Morgan? I'm thinking it's going to be Claude Derrick. 2 outs. Derrick pinch hit. Da-dee-da. He is a 114 B Steeler. Here we go. Claude Derrick, Ed Summers. 1 out away from a complete game victory. 11, and catches him looking at the low ball at the knees. Ump calls it in the zone. Strike 3, end of the game. End of the ball game. Game number 1. Oh, so let's pack these things up. Let's do a little bit of stats, and then we will get on to the second game as propitiously as possible. You go there. You go there. You go there. That actually works good. You go there. And I have need of you. So Jerry, Ken, Mike, I'm glad you guys can make it and share a little bit of your evening with me. We'll see if we can blast through these stats and maybe get game number 2 going. So final score. I still like doing it the old way. All right, final score is 12-3, Detroit. No errors, cleanly fielded game. Batting. Collins is, it's too spread out. I need to go back to doing it the old way. Collins is 1 for 3. Run, stolen base, caught stealing, and a walk. Baker is 2 for 4. Double, run, strikeout. McInnes is 3 for 4. 3 RBI, double. Oldring 0 for 4. Rube, you're hurting my feelings. Danny Murphy 0 for 4 with a strikeout. Briss Lord is 2 for 4, 2 singles. 1 for 4, Jack Berry. Ira Thomas 0 for 4. Jack Coombs was 1 for 2 with a run scored. Jack Lapp pinch hitting was 1 for 1, and Claude Derrick was 0 for 1 with a strikeout. So that is 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 hits for the Athletics. Only scored 3 runs. Player of the game, guys. And Ed Summers went the distance. But let's look at the batting before we really vote hard on this, because we've got some good batting going on here. Donnie Bush. Oh, Lord, that's all over the place. All right, 2 for 4. 1, 2, 3 RBI. Double. And a walk. Sam Crawford is 3 for 5. 2 RBI. Strikeout. Ty Cobb. 3 for 4. He has got 2 RBI, 2 runs scored, homer, double, sac fly. We got Larry Moriarty, third baseman, is 1 for 3, runs scored, double, K and a walk. Tom Jones, first baseman, is 2 for 3, 2 runs scored, and nope, sorry, 3 for 4. See, it says spread out all the way along here. Sometimes I miss these over here. I need to go back to my vertical scorekeeping. It's been a while since I've done this. 3 for 4 for Oscar Stanage. Scored 3 runs. 1 RBI, and drew a walk. Matty McIntyre is 2 for 4, scored 2 runs, 1 run batted in, sac fly, strikeout. Yeah, it's kind of where I was leaning, you know what I mean? Jim Delahanty. 2 for 4. RBI. Run. Drew a walk. Ed Summers. 1 for 4. Of course, Ed Summers did have that bases loaded squeeze play, beat out the bunt to bring in a run in that huge bottom of the 7th inning. Not to make it a more difficult decision or anything. The sacrifice hit. He scored a run. K. But yeah, I'm thinking Ty Cobb. I really am. I'm thinking Ty Cobb. Yeah, the Tigers exploded, Ken. They went like crazy. They went sploosh all over the poor Athletics. They really did. Summers went 9. He gets the win. Coombs gets the loss. Let's see. Let's do the pitching while we're here. Well, team hits for Detroit. 5, 8, 9, 12, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 hits for the Tigers. Yeah, they're going to score 12 runs if you're putting 20 base hits out there. Dear Lord. Pitching stats later. Let's get another game going. Let's do this. Let's just get the other game going. Let's get things moving along. On the hill for the A's is going to be Eddie Plank. Athletics starting pitcher. And on the hill for the Tigers is going to be Ed Willett. All right, let's do this. Game 2 of the doubleheader. the professor, Eddie Collins. Cocky is going to lead off. I remember, Jerry. Thank you. Let's go, Tigers. They already won a game. Let's not get greedy there, Mike. Jeez. Oh, by the way, don't want to neglect it. Cobb, player of the game, as elected by the viewers in the chat room and agreed upon with the dice roller extraordinaire. Eddie Collins to lead off game number 2, 6-11. Hard grounder hit the first. That's going to be to Tom Jones, fielding at a 2 with a 17. He's going to field that cleanly, get it to Delahanty covering on the play. So that is 1 away. Top of the first, Frank and Baker facing Ed Willett on the hill for the Tigers. 6-7, and that's going to be a leadoff. That's going to be a single for Baker. Home run candlestick maker Baker. Thank you, Al Red Sox fan. So suggesting that so I could torture everyone with that. Stuffy McInnes, 1 out. 321 batter. Baker's an ace stealer. They're going to hold Baker. Take 2 off the safe, so he's 1-13. Ah, no. McInnes is swinging. 4-12. Fly ball to right field. That's an X. So that'll be Cobb fielding at a 2 with a 16. Cobb gets underneath it. He makes the play. 2 away. Bubba J. Rube Oldring will save the day. The pitch from Willett. 5-3. Hard shot back to the box. Willett's at 2 with a 3. Scoops it up. He gets it over to Jones. And that is going to end the top of the first. Athletics, no score. Leave a man on. Tigers come up. Eddie Plank on the hill for the Athletics. Donnie Bush leading things off, as he is apt to do, being batter number 168. Fly ball to center field. Back goes Rube Oldring. He makes that catch. That is 1 away. Sam Crawford, center fielder, facing Eddie Plank. 6-4. Ground ball hit to third. Baker scoops it up. It's an X. Baker's a 2 with a 19. Scoops it up. Roll it again. 2 with a 10. And he throws it. He gets McInnes to come off the bag. Throwing error on Baker. All right. Crawford is on. Ty Cobb. 377. You don't hit and run. You don't bunt. You swing that bat and get it. There's a Saint. Nope. 5-6. Strikeout for Cobb. 2 away. George Moriarty, third baseman. Crawford on first. 3-9. Fly ball to left field. Back goes Briss Lord. He makes that catch, and that is 3 away. Scoreless first inning. We go to the top of the second. I've always loved playing Eddie Plank on the mound, Ken. I always have, man. He's great. He's a good. He's good. He's good. He's a good pitcher. He is. I enjoy playing with him. Danny Murphy, right fielder, 5th in the order, leading off top of the second. 5-10 off Willett's card will be a catcher X. Standage is a 3 with an 11. And that's a foul out. I keep forgetting. Go back to that. So that is 1 away. Briss Lord, left fielder. Athletics would sure like to get this game. Split the series. 3-8 goes down, swinging at the knee cheese. 2 away. Jack Berry comes to the plate, shortstop, facing Ed Willett. 6 is cocked. I'm rolling him again. 3-6, and that is a line out to third. Easy work by Moriarty. So we go to the bottom of the second inning. And that's going to give us Tom Jones, Oscar Standage, Matty McIntyre up for the Tigers. Facing Eddie Plank. On the hill for the Athletics. 5, 11, strikeout for Plank. That is 1 away. Oscar Stanage, catcher. 7th, 6th in the order, facing Plank. 3, 8, strikeout again. Plank's 3rd. What do I do that for? I don't know. Matty McIntyre. Facing Eddie Plank. 6-10. Hard grounder hits the second. Collins scoops it up over to Stuffy McInnes. That is out number 3. And after 2, scoreless ball game. To the top of the 3rd, which is going to see Ira Thomas, catcher, Eddie Plank, and Eddie Collins come to the plate for Athletics. On the hill, Ed Willett. Starting pitcher for the Tigers. Here is Ira Thomas, catcher, 8th in the order, 1-6, and that's a leadoff single for Thomas. Brings up Eddie Plank. Eddie Plank is going to lay that one down. 5. Batter is thrown out by the pitcher. Gets the job done, though. Thomas gets to second on the sack. So 1-4. Man on second. Scoring position. 1 away. Eddie Collins gets a hit. This works. 1-7. 2-star single, and the Athletics score first. Gets Ira Thomas, catcher, around from second base. So that is 1 out, man on first. Eddie Collins, a double-A. Stanage, a 3, takes him down to 1-15. Collins is going for second. Collins is getting it. Home run candlestick maker, Baker. Frank for short. 5-2, fly ball to right field. Cobb is a 2 with a 5. Cobb gets underneath that ball. Shallow right field, makes the catch. Collins going nowhere. 2 outs. Stuffy McInnes, first baseman, would sure like to get Collins around and get another run on the board while he's there. 4-8 off Ed Willett's card. Fly ball to center field. Back goes Sam Crawford. Gets underneath it, waiting for the ball to fall down. Falls into his mitt. Out number 3. Oh, at the top of the 3rd, the Athletics do get a run across the plate. So that's going to take us to the Tigers. Due up, Jim Delahanty at second, Ed Willett pitcher, and Donnie Bush shortstop. First 3, Jim Delahanty leading off. Eddie Plank on the hill for the Athletics. 2-3, strikeout for Plank. That's his 4th. Brings us to Ed Willett. 1-5 strikeout. That's 5 Ks for Eddie Plank and 2 2/3. Donnie Bush, 2 outs. 1-7, and that's a single for Donnie Bush. First base hit of the game for the Tigers. Sam Crawford, 2 outs, man on first. Facing Eddie Plank, 5-10, catcher's card X. Thomas was a 2 with a 17. Roll it again. 2 with an 8. Safe at first, dropped, pop up. Does not say error, so that is boom. Men at first and second. Ty Cobb, always a danger. Chance to get the Tigers back in action here. Plank with the pitch, 4-6, and Plank gives up the 2-star single, RBI single for Ty Cobb. Bush scores from second. Crawford to third. Men at the corners, 2 outs. Cobb ties it up. George Moriarty, third baseman. Plank with the pitch, 6-12. It's not a DH league. Lucky there. Hard grounder hit to first. Stuffy McInnes gets it to Collins, covering on the play. So that will end the bottom of the 3rd, but both teams score a run in this inning. Let's go to the top of the 4th. Score tied at 1. Detroit Tigers, Philadelphia Athletics. On the hill for the Tigers, Ed Willett. Rube Oldring will lead off this inning, followed by Danny Murphy and Briss Lord. Al Red Sox fan, welcome. Glad you could make it for another edition of Frank Home Run Candlestick Maker Baker. It's your fault, Al. How's it going? Guys, check out Al Red Sox Fan. Fantastic YouTube channel. He's got a lot of PC sports simulations centered mainly around his beloved Red Sox, but he's got some action PC football going as well, some action PC golf. He's got some all kinds of stuff going. Fantasy boxing, you name it. Great channel. Good friend of the channel here, strat-o-matic Delaware. Check him out. Subscribe to his channel. Glad you can make it this evening, Al. So here we go. Now, a quick recap for you, Al. Since you missed the first game, the 1909 Detroit Tigers beat the 1911 Philadelphia Athletics 12-3 on 20 hits. Exploded for 5 in the bottom of the 7th when they already had a 2-run lead and then tacked on 2 more in the 8th. Just totally splooshed all over Philadelphia. Ty Cobb, player of the game, 3 for 4. Double homer, 2 ribbies, 2 runs, sacrifice fly. Heck of a game. And the Athletics are looking to even the score. Rube Oldring leading off, top of the 4th, back to the game. Oldring 4-7 draws a walk. Well, it's not an out. 0 for 4 in the first game. Oldring is a stealer. They're going to put the hold on and takes him 1-13. Danny Murphy, 329 batter. Oldring's going to go for second. He makes it. Rube Oldring with a stolen base. Danny Murphy, first man on second, top of the 4th. No outs. Ed Willett on the hill for the Tigers. 6-6 and just misses a single. Hardliner to Donnie Bush at short. 1 away. Man on second will bring up Briss Lord, left fielder, facing Ed Willett. 1-9 hard grounder hit to Bush at short. Just to make sure, yep, he is able to check Oldring at second, gets over to Jones for out number 2. Jack Berry, shortstop, 7th in the order, facing Ed Willett. Athletics would like to get one more in. Foul out behind the plate. Stanage makes the play. That'll end the inning. Stranding Oldring at second. There's a possible injury on that play. 14. Looks like Barry's going to be out for the rest of the game. Injury, top of 4. So let's go ahead and get Claude out here. Claude Derrick. Play some shortstop for Jack for the rest of the way in. Derek, shortstop, 2-14B. And let's go ahead and go to the bottom of the 4th. Tie score, 1-1. It's going to bring up first baseman Tom Jones, catcher Oscar Stanage, left fielder Matty McIntyre, Eddie Plank on the hill. Eddie Plank. Tom Jones, first baseman, 5-3. Ground ball hit hard back to the box. Plank is a 2 with a 5. He scoops it up, gets it over to McInnes for out number 1. Next up, catcher Oscar Stanage. And that is a 5-8 strikeout. 6th whiff for Plank on the evening. Matty McIntyre, left fielder, 7th in the order. Pitch from Plank, 2-8 hard grounder, hit to shortstop. Claude Derrick scoops it up over to Stuffy McInnes. That's out number 3. So tie ball game, 1-1 after 4. We go to the top of the 5th. And we're going to hit the chat room for just a moment. We're moving along pretty good, so let's just see how everybody is doing. Jerry Ball, thank you for making it this evening. Old friend, one of the first friends of the channel. Ken Castro, again, man, I'm glad you could make it, Ken. I know you've been through a lot the last couple of weeks, and it's really good to see you. I hope you've got your chin up, brother. We're all here with you. We really are. Mike McAllister, good sir. Glad you can make it out. Al, as always, you can call me Betty. Oh, man. Yes, sir. All righty. Let's go ahead and get this going. Ira Thomas leading off, top of the 5th. Willett on the hill for the Tigers. 5-9 off Willett's card. Hard grounder hit to second base. Jim Delahanty scoops it up. Vacuums that sucker up. Gets it over to Tom Jones for out number 1. That's going to bring us to Eddie Plank. Laid down a bunt. Moved Ira Thomas around his first time up. And can't have that luxury this time. He's swinging 2-5 and just misses a single split. Hard liner to second. Delahanty, plenty of time to get to it. Eddie Collins. Willett's card. Pops it up behind second. Jim Delahanty gets back. He makes that catch. So Willett retires aside in the top of the 5th. That's going to take us to the Tigers in the bottom of the 5th. Eddie Plank still on the hill for the Athletics and going strong. 8th in the order, Jim Delahanty will be leading off. Pretty much neck and neck as far as usage of batters so far in this game. Batters faced by the pitchers. Eddie Plank, 4-6. Delahanty leads off with a single. Now to give us Ed Willett at the plate. Ed Willett, he's going to lay this one down with a 7. And it is fielded by Stuffy McInnes. He gets it over to Eddie Collins. Play at first. However, he's able to get Delahanty to second. 1 away. Donnie Bush is up. Facing Eddie Plank. 2-7. Hard grounder hit to short. Easy play for Claude Derrick. He's able to check Delahanty before he goes over to McInnes for out number 2. Bring us to Sam Crawford, center fielder, second inning order, facing Eddie Plank. 2-4, 2-star single, RBI single for Sam Crawford. And the Tigers go ahead 2-1. Brings us to Ty Cobb, 2 outs, man on first. Eddie Plank wants to get this over. 5-4. Missed the split. Long fly ball to left field. Back goes Briss Lord. Gets underneath it. Close to the foul line. Ball falls into his glove. Out number 3. But the Tigers, in the bottom of the 5th inning, play to run and take the lead 2-1. We go to the top of the 6th. Oh, no. I dropped the entire Detroit Tigers batting order onto the ground. They must forfeit because they're all dead. All righty. Philadelphia Athletics, top of the 6th inning, down 1 run. Ed Willett on the mound for the Tigers. 3-7. Frank home run. Candlestick. Baker. Hard grounder to first base. Tom Jones trots it over. Call that a 3-U. 1 away. Stuffy McInnes, first baseman, third in the order, facing Ed Willett. 1-7. And he gets himself a single, 1-out single, top of the 6th. Claude Derrick is up now. 230 batter. He's going to bunt. And that 5 is going to get the job done. Back to the box. Willett gets it over to Jones, out number 2. Now to Delahanty covering on the play. So 1-4. That is a sack. Why am I writing it up there? Why? Claude Derrick. Ah, geez. What have I done? That's Rube Oldring. Slow down, Chris. That's my 1 foo bar for the game. All right. Reset the at-bat. I do like that stuff, and I'm glad I learned how to use it. All righty. Reset. Rube Oldring. 1 out. Man on first. Oldring's going to swing. 3-8 and a single. Ruby comes through. McInnes is a 1-15. They're going to wave him on to third, and with a 2, he's going to make it. Men at the corners. 1 out. Rube Oldring comes through with a single when they need it the most. Danny Murphy, right fielder, facing Ed Willett. 329, he's swinging away. 3-9, draws a walk to load the bases. Bases loaded. Ed Willett on the mound. Athletics, 1 out, top of the 6th. Chance to take charge here. Briss Lord, left fielder. That's right. Poor Tigers, Jerry. They all went all the way down to the carpet, right down there. Bases loaded, 1 out, top of the 6th. Ed Willett. We've got ground ball B's. Ground ball in is 2-7. Chances of getting that are slim to Whitman. Infield in. 4-9. Pop out to short behind Claude Derrick. No, Jack. Yeah, right. Geez. Donnie Bush. Which shortstop am I going to name next? 2 outs. The best thing that could have happened for Detroit right there. Bases loaded. Claude Derrick comes up. He couldn't have made that catch. He's already at the bat. Pitch from Willett. 3-5 single. RBI single for Derrick. Boom, boom, boom. McKinnis scores. Oldring is now a 1-17. Oldring scores. Athletics take the lead. Ruby, 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 Ruby. Take time, Jerry. Ira Thomas, men at first and second, 2 outs. Ed Willett has surrendered 2 runs on 1 propitious swing of the bat by Claude Derrick. 4-5, and Ed Willett sacrifices up a single for Ira Thomas. Murphy is a 115. Now he's a 117, and he is a run across the plate. Athletics are up 4-2. RBI single by Ira Thomas. That's going to take us to the bottom of the order. Eddie Plank, men at first and second, 2 outs. Top of the 6th, 4-7, and Plank is walked. Bases loaded. Eddie Collins, 9th batter of the inning. And it looks like the Athletics might be getting ready to return a favor here. Ed Willett. Would he be taken out? They're going to leave him in. 5-10. Catcher's Cardack. Stanage is a 3 with a 6. And safe at first on an errored dribbler. E2 on Stanage. Run scores. It is not an earned run. All righty. That didn't work out so well. Frank, home run, candlestick, Maker Baker with his second at bat of the inning. Willett's coming out. Pitching change for the Tigers. Going to bring in Wild Bill Donovan. So Willett comes out after 5 2/3. Going to bring in Donovan right there. Facing home run Baker, Frank Baker. Here we go. 1-7, Baker with a 2-star single. 2 more runs across the plate. They are both unearned. Unearned. And it gets ugly for Detroit in a hurry. Stuffy McKinnis, first baseman, facing Donovan. 1-7, and Donovan gives up a single to McKinnis. 2 stars. That'll score Eddie Collins. Unearned run. Get Baker to third. That was 2 stars, wasn't it? 1-7. Yes. Okay. Brings up Rube Oldring. 1-5. Single for Rube. That's going to score home run Baker. Unearned run. Danny Murphy. Right fielder. 1-10. Single for Murphy. Oh, my goodness. Players feel like taking a revenge. McInnes is a 115. 2 outs, 117. He scores. Athletics are sending a message. Do not do that to us. We can do it to you anytime we want. Briss Lord, left fielder. 14th batter in the inning. 1-4 single. Athletics are running it up now. Rube Oldring, 115. They just, the Tigers, no. You don't do that to us like you did in the last game. Oh, my goodness. They scored 3 runs and then 7 unearned runs after that. 10-run inning. Still going. Claude Derrick. They're hoping one of these guys is going to fall dead at the plate from a heart attack, or at least halfway to first so they can get the out. Wild Bill facing Claude Derrick, 3-2. Line out to third. Into as many outs as possible. They could have used that a really long time ago. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Run. Top of the 6th. Explosion. Double sploosh back on the Tigers. 11-2. That's the most runs that I have ever scored in any strat-o-matic baseball game that I have ever played in one inning right there. A 10-run inning. Never done it. Never done it before. 1, 2, 3. 15 batters. 15 batters. 10 runs. That's worthy of note for me right there. That's the biggest inning I have ever seen. Right there. Biggest inning I've ever played in one of my games. Probably the biggest one that I have ever seen. Not to be outstretched by our Red Sox fans, 17 walks in that one game of his that I watched. Poor Red Sox. Sorry, that's always going to be there, man. Tigers will win. Here's wishful thinking, Mike. I think we're splitting this series. All right, George Moriarty, bottom of the 6th. Let's get back on track here. Eddie Plank. 6-2. Grounder back to the box. Plank gets it over to McInnes. That's 1 away. Don't say that too often in the top of the 6th. Tom Jones, first baseman. 5th in the order. 4-2. Hard grounder to first. That's going to be McInnes. He'll trot it over. Call that a 3U for out number 2. Catcher Oscar Stanage comes up facing Eddie Plank. On the hill for the Athletics. 1-7. Ground ball to third. Scooped up by Frank. Home run. Candlestick. Baker over to Stuffy McInnes. Out number 3. Plank retires the side. 11-2 going to the top of the 7th inning. Oh, so that's how fast a half inning's supposed to go. Man, unbelievable. All right, Ira Thomas leading off, top of the 7th. For the A's, 3-6. Fly ball to left. Underneath it gets Matty McIntyre for out number 1. Wild Bill Donovan on the mound facing Eddie Plank. 6-9. Fly ball to center field. Back goes Sam Crawford. Not too far back. Weakly hit. That is out number 2. Eddie Collins, second baseman. Cocky is at the plate. Donovan, here is the pitch. 3-6, and that's going to be a double for Collins. Isn't it? Yep. Collins is on second base. Donovan really, really looking to get Baker down on this. Doesn't want to give the Athletics a chance to run this up any more than they already have. Yes, I was with you that night, Al. We'll always have 17. He's looking at you, sweetheart. 1, 7, and Baker with a double. 2-star scores Collins, not like the Athletics needed the help. A's played another run. Donovan not long for this world. Stuffy McInnes, man on second, 2 outs, top of the 7th. 6-9, fly ball to center field. Back goes Sam Crawford, gets underneath it, makes the catch, ends the inning. One more run for Philadelphia, 12-2, your score. And finally, we're going to the bottom of the 7th. At the old ball game. Matty McIntyre, left fielder, leading off against Eddie Plank. He's staying on the mound. He's going the distance. He's going for speed. Strikeout, Eddie Plank. Back to his whimsical ways there. Jim Delahanty, second baseman, 8th in the order. 1 away. Tigers a long way to go. They've got a 1st down and 10. They got to move the chains just to tie it. 2-12. Strikeout on Delahanty. His 2nd time whiffing this evening. And I do believe they're going to pinch hit for Donovan. I do believe they're going to pinch hit for Donovan. Oh. And I do believe they're going to bring in utility outfielder Davy Jones. No, not of the Monkees. So let's see. Donovan put in 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and a 3rd. Jones is pinch hitting. Bottom of 7. He is a 1-16 runner. He is a B stealer. All righty, here we go. 2 outs, bottom of the 7th. Davy Jones facing Eddie Plank. 4-6 off the pitcher's card, and that's going to be a single for Jones. Oh, that's what you need, but you need it with no outs or 1 out, not 2. Of course, look what Philadelphia did with 2 outs. Oh, my goodness. Didn't score a single run until 2 outs in the top of the 6th. Wow. 10 runs. Wow. 10 runs with 2 out. Man. Keeps getting worse. Donnie Bush, leadoff batter, man on first. Eddie Plank on the hill. 2-3 hard grounder hit the 3rd. Frank Baker, home run Baker, scoops it up over to Stuffy McInnes. That's out number 3. Tigers are denied in the bottom of the 7th. So we go to the top of the 8th inning. Kid Spear is coming on in relief of Wild Bill Donovan. Nearly as beleaguered as Ed Willett, but Ed Willett has got responsibility for 1, 2, 3 runs. 7 of those runs are unearned. 1 more run is tacked on. There's a run there for Willett. 1 run there tacked on late for Donovan. Rube Oldring leading off, top of the 8th. Kid Spear on the mound, 6-7. And that is going to be fly ball to right field. Back goes Ty Cobb. Cobb gets underneath it. He makes the catch. That is 1 away. Spear retires Ruby. Danny Murphy, right fielder, at the plate. 2-10, and that's a single for Murphy. His 2nd hit of the game. Chris Lord, left fielder, man on first. There's no need for them to try to get flashy at this point. 3-3, and that's a hard ground ball hit too short. Donnie Bush scoops it up, gets it to Jim Delahanty. Over to first to Tom Jones to double up on Murphy and end the inning. So we go to the bottom of the 8th. Athletics are up by a 1st down. Score is 12-2. Part of the order up for the Tigers: Sam Crawford, Ty Cobb, Larry Moriarty. Crawford leading off. Eddie Plank on the hill, still going strong. 1-7 hard grounder to short. Easily played by Claude Derrick. Over to Stuffy McInnes for one away. Ty Cobb, the Georgia Peach. Mike's saying, come on, Ty, do this. Eddie Plank is saying, catcher's card X. Thomas is a 2 with a 2. Out on a dribbler. 3, Ty Cobb, no go. Thomas was able to catch up to that and got the ball to McInnes. One step ahead of Cobb. George Moriarty, not Larry, George Moriarty. I keep thinking it's Larry. He was a running back for the Oilers in the mid-'80s, wasn't he? Yeah, no. George Moriarty, third baseman. 3-3 strikeout for Plank. Eddie Plank retires the side. We go to the top of the ninth. And the Tigers have got a lot of walking off to do there, Mike. Oh, dear. Claude Derrick leading things off for the Athletics, facing Kid Spear, 3-6, and that is a liner to second. Delahanty gets his glove all over that. That's one away. Ira Thomas, catcher, 8th in the order, facing Kid Spear. The pitch from Spear, 6-5, pops it up behind third base. Moriarty is there, calls off Donnie Bush. George Moriarty makes that play. 2 away, top of the ninth. Eddie Plank is going to the plate because he's going to pitch the bottom of the ninth, so you know who's coming out. 5-11, and that is a fly ball to left field. Lazy fly ball for Matty McIntyre. It is an X. He's fielding at a 2 with a 3. And McIntyre misses it, rolls past him. Plank is headed for second. McIntyre gets to the ball. Plank stops at second base. E7. It almost breaks the heart. It almost breaks the heart. Eddie Collins, 2 outs, top of the ninth. Man on second. Pitcher on second, 4-8. Eddie Collins with a triple, knocks Plank in. Another run scored for the Athletics, 13-2. Eddie Collins, cocky, the professor, schoolboy, knocks Eddie Plank around. 2 outs, man on third. Frank home run, candlestick maker Baker. 2-6. 2-star single. Baker knocks in Collins. That's not an earned run because of the error here. That is a proposed third out. Same for Plank. Not an earned run. Not an earned run. Whole lot of unearned runs here in the game. 9 unearned runs. Wow. That's going to be over here as well. Unearned runs. Frank home run Baker on first, 2 outs. Top of the ninth, Stuffy McInnes. Kid Spear really would like to end this game. Hard liner to short. Bush gets his glove all over. That is it. Nope, line out. 2 more runs for Philadelphia. 14-2. 14-2. We go to the bottom of the ninth. Now we're approaching needing a Canadian first down. Eddie Plank facing number 567, first baseman Tom Jones. Catcher Oscar Stanage, Matty McIntyre. Plank gets the signal in from Ira Thomas. Here's the pitch to Jones, 4-5. Jones leads off with a single. Brings up catcher Oscar Stanage. Facing Eddie Plank. No bunting at this point. It's swing and get him around the bases. Pitch from Eddie Plank, 6-9, and that's going to be a fly ball to right field. Back goes Danny Murphy, gets underneath it. He makes the catch for one away. Tom Jones, first baseman, is still standing on first. Matty McIntyre, left fielder, comes up to the plate. Jim Delahanty, second baseman, on deck. Eddie Plank gets the signal in from Ira Thomas. Here's the windup, the kick, the pitch, 4-5. And that is a two-star single for McIntyre. That's going to knock Jones around to third. Men at the corners, one out, bottom of the ninth. Jim Delahanty at the plate. Eddie Plank, he gets the signs in from Ira Thomas. He looks over to third. Tom Jones, try to keep an eye on him. Matty McIntyre, he's a B stealer. He's not going to be stealing in this situation. Here is the pitch to Delahanty. 6-7 hard ground ball hit to Claude Derrick. He is a 2 with a 13. Claude Derrick scoops it up. He gets it to second base. Eddie Collins makes the turn, gets it on to first. Duffy McInnis doubles up on McIntyre, ends the game. Your final score, Philadelphia Athletics 14, Detroit Tigers 2. They split the series, so the Philadelphia Athletics are now 5-3. The Detroit Tigers are now 4-2. Oh, my goodness, that was horrific and ugly. Man. Yeah, Baker's got an RBI. Yep. Baker's got an RBI. It's just not an earned run. Ha-de-da-de-da. Okay, let me get these guys straightened up, and then we'll do some stats, and then we will yield the evening to those others who may wish to stream. So I don't want to bunch this up any more than I got to. Eddie Plank. Man, having not looked at the batters for Philadelphia, at the moment, Eddie Plank going the distance, striking out a lot. Oh, Derek goes there. We shall see. Let's do some stats, shall we? All righty. Okay, Eddie Collins, 1, 2, 3 for 6. 3 runs scored. 2 RBI. Double, triple, stolen base. Frank home run Baker, 4 for 6. Good night, a mercy. Runs scored, 4. Runs batted in, double. Stuffy McInnis, 2 for 6, 2 runs, 1 batted in. Rube Oldring, 2 for 4. Uncharacteristically non-zero of something. 2 runs, a batted in, stolen base, got a walk. Danny Murphy, 2 for 4, run, batted in, walk. Briss Lord, 1 for 5, run, batted in, strikeout. Jack Berry, 0 for 2. Claude Derrick, 1 for 3. Run scored, 2 runs batted in. Ira Thomas, 2 of 5. 2 runs scored, 1 batted in. And Eddie Plank, 0 for 3. 2 runs scored, sacrifice hit, and a walk. 3, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 17 hits, 14 runs. What did they do in that inning? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 hits in the inning. 2 walks. 1 reached on an error. Wow. And that is 11. No, 9. 9 unearned runs. Wow. Unbelievable. Who came in? Spear came in. I didn't mark when Spear came in. 7th? Yeah, right there. Kid Spear came in right there. Okay. Let's get batting stats for Detroit. We'll count Eddie Plank's stuff. Start giving a look here for player of the game, guys. Live stream, you guys are voting it. I can override, but I don't override because you guys generally call it pretty tight. Donnie Bush, 1 for 4. Runs scored. 2 for 4. 1 RBI. Ty Cobb, 1 for 4. 1 RBI and a strikeout. George Moriarty, 0 for 4 with a strikeout. Tom Jones, 1 for 4 with a strikeout. Oscar Stanage, 0 for 4. Strikeout. Matty McIntyre, 1 for 4. Strikeout. Jim Delahanty, 1 for 4 runs scored. Strikeout. Ed Willett, 0 for 1. Sacrifice hit. Strikeout. And Davy Jones, because that there is Tom Jones. Davy Jones is 1 for 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hits for Detroit. So Plank with the win, Willett with the loss. Plank went 9. Complete game. Gave up 8 hits, 2 runs, both earned. No walks, struck out 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No homers. So what do you think? Eddie Plank, complete game win, gave up 2 runs, struck out 9, or are we looking at like Frank home run Baker, 4 for 6, 4 RBI, a double? Eddie Collins, 3 for 6, scored 3 runs, stole a base, knocked in 2, double, triple. Eddie Collins, home run Baker, Eddie Plank. What do you guys got? Give it about 30 seconds or so. I'm really leaning towards home run Candlestick Baker myself, but we shall see what you guys think. It's a tough one, man, with scores like that. Ha-dee-da-dee-da. 15 seconds. Last call for player of the game, y'all. Then we got to move this sucker along. We're at about the hour and a half mark. I don't mind it being a long one. First one back, it kind of slowed me down a little bit, but having a lot of fun. That's what I'm thinking now. Frank home run Candlestick Baker, Athletics third bagger. 5. Ken says Baker. 3, 2, 1. Player of the game, home run Baker. He gets it. Badow. Final score of game 2. 1911 Philadelphia Athletics 14. 1909 Detroit Tigers 2. Sorry, Mike. Man, great game. Great getting back into the baseball. Going to really storm to finish this project. The Joe Negro is going to take kind of a back burner. Work in some other sports here and there, but really try to get this project done up. I'm glad you guys could spend the evening with me again. This is Chris, Strat-o-matic, Delaware. Guys, have a wonderful evening. Take care of yourselves. God bless you.